it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade 4 and welcome to my channel. Okay, so today we are going to add a face to this Scarecrow hat that we made in one of my videos. It's large, it's beautiful, and I thought it would be so cute to add a face to it. So that's what we're gonna do today. If you have not seen the video of where we made this, we did a step-by-step video showing you exactly how to make this. I will link it down in the description. And also, if you go to the very end of this video, you will see the next video for it. All you have to do is click on the picture and it will take you right to the video of how to make this. So, all right, let's get started. Okay, let me just start by saying, I am not the best painter. So, I am not one that can do a lot of highlights and lowlights and this and that and accents. So we're just gonna paint a cute face. Some of you are probably very artistic and you can add a lot of detail to yours and that is perfect. So you can make your face however you want. Yesterday, just kind of sitting around, I got just a piece of paper. Actually, this is a poster board. And I just started playing. You know, I was like, okay, if I did eyes like this, a nose, I was just kind of messing with colors and stuff. So, you could even print out a scarecrow face if you need to, or just do some triangles. Whatever is easier for you, just do that. So, what we're gonna use is this. This pumpkin from Dollar Tree is like the perfect shape and size for this big hat. So, all we're gonna do is turn this over and we're gonna paint this side. Now, if you want to go ahead, you can sand this down and paint over top of this. But I think this is beautiful. I don't wanna mess with this side. So I'm just gonna do my back side. So, okay, we are keeping this casual. There is nothing formal or fancy about my channel. I love to just craft. I love to talk as if we are crafting together. So that's what we're gonna do. We are just going to paint the back of this pumpkin. Like I said, you can sand this down and do this. I'm just gonna turn it over. I'm gonna paint all of this. Now, I'm leaving this on because you're not gonna see pretty much from here up, you're not gonna see all of this because this is gonna be tucked up underneath all of the mesh, all the ruffles. So I'm just gonna turn this over. I'm gonna use Beachcomber Beige. This is an apple barrel paint, 50-cent paint in Beachcomber Beige. And I'm just gonna put this all over the back side of it. Now, the reason I'm kind of doing this too is because your face may look completely different than mine. Like, there is no special technique or skill for this. It's just painting a cute little face, you know? So, we're gonna do this. And I'm just gonna squirt paint on the back of my pumpkin. All right, just gonna get me some on there. Just gonna take a brush and I'm just gonna paint. So, like I said, nothing special right now. This is just getting a coat of paint on here. Okay. So, as we paint, just kind of curious, you know, how you're doing. You have kids, have they started school yet? Or are they actually going in person? So today, speaking of that, today was my kids' first day of online teaching. Riley is a 7th grader, and then Presley, my 15-year-old, is a junior in high school. And the child, she's a junior, but she's taken all college and advanced classes. So I'm not really a lot of help to her. But yeah, so today, and I tell you what, this day, about 10 minutes before like they were due to get online, they had both had laptops, they were sitting down here at the island, they were ready, electricity went out. The house, everything shut down. The house went dark, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. You talk about panicking. So in my mind, I'm like, did I pay the electric bill? It's like, why is there no power? And then like 5 minutes later, everything came back on. But for a few minutes, I was like, what the heck? These kids, you know, they can't get online and do their work. But, so yeah. So it started out crazy. And then ended up pretty good. Now they do FaceTime their teachers. So I was walking through and, you know, Pressy gives me a look because apparently, you know, they're FaceTiming, so you see me in the background walking by. So then I try to dunk and she said, all you see is a bun. She's like, you can see my bun like right here. So I had to figure this out because I cannot like hide. I got, you know, I got stuff to do too. But okay, like I said, I'm just painting this on here. No special technique, just kind of doing, you know. So okay, I'm gonna let this dry. So I'm gonna keep turning and letting you see. But see, that is Beach Comber Beige, and that's gonna be the background of my Scarecrow. Okay, so this has to dry, but a little trick, because if you're impatient and you wanna get this to kind of hurry up, you can take a blow dryer to it. Some people you'll see they do like those little heat guns, but I just take a blow dryer. So I'm gonna turn this on and I'm gonna blow dry this quick. Okay, now I had mine on high hot heat, so in case you're wondering. But yeah, so I can already start on it. Ah, well, that's cute. It did like a pumpkin outline for me. Okay, so all I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna take a pencil and I'm gonna draw the face. But I do know, like I said, I'm gonna kind of draw me like a little light line just so I know that this part up here is not really gonna be seen. So I kind of wanna go, I guess I just did this very light line, about that much. I don't have a ruler, I don't measure nothing. I just, you know, I'm gonna kind of keep everything below that line because I do know that's gonna be underneath the brim of the hat. Like I said, very casual. Okay, so like I said, the other day or yesterday just started playing around. Yeah, ignore all this. At first it was just a big white face. I was like, okay, do I want this color? So, you know, look at a picture. You know, find a Scarecrow face that you really like and just try to do that. Or just do little triangles. You know, it's a cute Scarecrow. Whatever you want it to be. So, okay. I'm gonna kind of go to the down here to figure out like where is the center of my pumpkin at least. So that way I kind of know placement of the eyes. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of draw some ovals. Like I said, this does not have to be perfect. I mean, there's nothing perfect about a Scarecrow, and I think that's why I love it so much, because I am far from perfect. All right. Yeah, I just did, can you see this? Okay. I did it so lightly because I'm gonna paint over it, but you can kind of see, I just lightly drew 2 ovals. You know, like I said, nothing fancy. And now I'm gonna draw me a triangle for his cute nose. And of course, just because you're drawing this with pencil, as you're actually painting it, you can go bigger or do whatever to adjust. Okay, I just did a kind of wonky little triangle. Nothing perfect. Okay, so now that I have its nose, I'm just gonna draw me just kind of like a squiggly little mouth. The eyes, the nose. Now I'm just gonna draw like a little loop up there. And then I'm just gonna go like this for its mouth, and then I'll show you. Gosh, I'm doing it so light I can't see. I'm gonna do darker, that way you can see what I did. See? I just did some, can you see that? See? I just did like a little loop, look like kind of a little crescent, and then I just took his mouth and I went up, down, up, down, up, down. So, okay. So for the most part, this looks cute. Now we're going to attempt to paint it and to figure out what color you want its eyes to be. I was debating on brown, but then I thought, okay, blue or green. So I kind of played around with the paint colors. That's what like big brown eyes would look like. That's like with some green. And then the blue eyes. So I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards, I don't know, should I go green or brown or blue? I don't know. I wish you could answer me right now. I almost wish like this was a lab, you know, like a lab painting together. But y'all, I could never do a live because I get so tongue-tied and twisted and confused in my videos. Sometimes you all would go nuts with a live if I ever tried to. But okay, let's just go ahead. Okay, so background was the Beachcomber beige. Okay, I made the eyes darker so you could actually see. Now I'm gonna kind of do So I'm gonna kind of do like a little crescent in the eyes. Just like that. See what I did? Basically kind of made like a fat W. I just looped, went up, and then looped over again. And then this down here is gonna be the color of his eyes, and then all up here is gonna be black. So let's do that together. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make my Scarecrow's eyes green. And once again, Apple Barrel, 50-cent paint from Walmart. This color that I have is called Kelly Green. Kelly Green Apple Barrel paint. So I'm gonna give this a good shake. Okay, I'm just gonna take me this kind of little paintbrush right here. I got paint in my lid. I'm just going to paint the eyes. And once again, this is nothing perfect because I don't even have a steady hand. My hands shake really bad. But yeah, I'm just following my pencil line that I drew. And I'm just gonna like fill in, and I'm just gonna paint this. And then I'll show you exactly what I did. Okay, I'm gonna do this eye over here, exact same way. I'm just following my pencil lines. And like I said, if you go online, if you don't feel like that you have a good hand, that you want to draw something, you can go online and like find a face, print it out, and then just trace over it. So, okay, so that's one coat that I have so far painted down here of its eyes. And it's gonna need probably 2 coats, so I'm gonna blow dry this really quick. Okay, I'm gonna apply one more coat over top of this. So, all right, I'll do my second eye. And then we will be done with this part right here. Okay, and believe me, this is not perfect. All right, did you get one of these from Dollar Tree? I love my little water cup from Dollar Tree. It's got the lid, I can close it up. I stick my paintbrush right down in there. Okay, so there's the green part of my eyes so far. Okay, so I just kind of wait for that to dry a little bit more. I'm gonna move on to the orange, which is gonna be his nose. And this is Apple Barrel Paint Harvest Orange. So that is Harvest Orange from Walmart. Give it a good shake. Okay, and you know, when you shake it up, you get paint in the lid anyways. So as long as I don't need a lot, I just use my lid. That way I don't have to like pour it out onto something. Once again, I'm just gonna take a little brush and get me some paint on my brush, and then I'm just gonna trace over that triangle of his nose. And I did it so light, I need to be able to see it. All right, I'm just going over the triangle that I already drew with the pencil. All right, so you see the outline that I just did of his nose. Now I'm just gonna paint and fill it in. Okay, so I got that. There is one coat. It's gonna get cute. At least I hope so. So hang on. Let me dry that. Okay, so that's one coat of that. I just dried it. So now I'm gonna do a second coat. Alright. Just gonna go over it. So, have you all started decorating for fall yet? I have not. I've done a lot of shopping. Oh my goodness. This time of year, it's like when I do a lot of like shopping, because you know all the beautiful Duke stainless that come out, all the florals. So I am ready though. I'm about to take all my patriotic decor down, which you can still see on my hutch. I've got my lemons and flags. My mantle is still covered in patriotic. So I'm like ready to take that down, and we're going to decorate for fall. And I love it. Oh, I mean, I tell you, fall is my favorite color. It truly is my favorite color. So if you haven't started decorating for fall yet, when do you start? You know, sometimes, normally I kind of do like the middle of September, because Presley's birthday is September 23rd. So the house is always decorated by her birthday. But I think, you know, we spend so much time at home, and now the kids, they're online school, so they're here. So it's like, might as well enjoy it. You know, make our home beautiful and warm, and just the whole cozy vibe of the candles and all the beautiful colors. I'm gonna do it. So I'm tired of waiting. I just want to get up the new stuff, get out the totes, you know, everything that I have, and I can't wait to decorate with things. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Now I am going to take, I have a paint marker. You can use a Sharpie. I think Dollar Tree sells paint markers. So I'm just going to use this black paint marker. Give it a good shake. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace over everything. I'm just going to trace over my nose. And once again, this does not have to be perfect. Okay. Let's trace over its nose. And I'm going to take little dashes, like he has like little stitches in his nose. Just like that. So I just did those little dashes. To like, you know, he has little stitches. Not stitches, you know, like where he was where he was sewn. Okay. So now I'm going to trace over his eyes too. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm just going to go up over the eyes. Alright, so there's that. Now I'm going to take black paint and I'm going to color in or paint both of these black. So just apple barrel black paint. I'm just going to use kind of like a medium size paintbrush. Now I'm just going to fill in these circles, fill in these ovals of his eyes. All right, so I got that one. Now I'm going to do a second coat of the black. Okay. This, once again, not perfect. You see that? Okay. So that's what we got so far. Stick this into my Dollar Tree little paint cup. Okay, while this is now kind of drying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Harvest Orange and I'm going to put just a little bit into one of these little things. I got a Dollar Tree. I think it's like a 6-pack or so. You get a bunch of these in the Crafter Square section. Okay, I'm just going to put me a little dab of orange. And then I'm just going to squirt like a tad bit of white just because I want to lighten this color up. And it's going to be like its cheeks. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of white in here. Okay, so I'm just going to make this Harvest Orange and a little bit of white together. Just trying to lighten this up. Kind of make it a kind of a peachy color. Just a little bit of white. I probably should have done white and added like a little bit of orange to the white, but I like to be difficult. So, okay, now let me mix this up. Okay, that's kind of a peachy color. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's kind of what I did. Now, where I drew those little things, like, you know, like where you'd smile, I'm just going to put some of that around it, like in a circle. Okay. Alright. Not really loving that color, but that's okay. And I'm just painting like little crescent, like in little circles. Okay. the thing is, like, you know, doing a painting video, it's kind of hard, you know, because I have to be able to see the paint, but I want you to be able to see too. So that's what I said. This is just kind of like a paint talk, and then I'll show you how to attach yours. So, okay, this is cute. It's good. All right, let me dry this one. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little more time to kind of dry. So now I'm gonna take some white, shake it up again so it kind of gets down to my lid. And I'm just gonna take another little paintbrush. In his eyes, I'm gonna do like a little white dot. Just for that little touch of like little magic in his eyes, like a little sparkle. So, so there you go. Now, I'm just gonna do like a little white up here and I'll show you. Okay. And this does not have to be perfect or in the same spot or anything. And I made one a little bit bigger than the other, and that's okay. I said one's bigger than the other, but see? Okay, each little step just adds another little level of cuteness to it. So, okay, now this is dry. So now I'm gonna take my black paint pen again, paint marker, and I'm just gonna do this little mouth. I kind of went like a little snake, a little zigzag. Okay. Okay, so there's his little mouth. Now, like just like we did his nose, those little, looks like little commas. I'm gonna do that to his mouth too. Okay, and these, once again, are not perfect. Okay, so you see, I just did a bunch of like commas. You see that? Now some people, they'll do X's. You could do X's if you want. I just kind of did like a big old comma. So, okay, so there's that. Now, I'm gonna add some like eyebrows and eyelashes to it. And all I'm gonna do is just kind of like, I don't know. Let's see. All right, let me get you to see this. Let's see. So now I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna, boop, boop. Nothing perfect. I'm gonna go over that. I'm gonna do little, see? But see, those little touches just kind of makes it come to life even more. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take white, okay? So I'm gonna take white paint in a very just fine little paintbrush. Okay, I don't want a lot of paint on my brush. I'm just gonna kind of go down the side of his nose. So it's kind of like a little, I guess like a little highlight. Like I said, I'm not good at all the highlights and shading and stuff, but you know. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that and that. Okay, yeah, like I said, I don't have a steady hand, but see, okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing kind of with his little cheeks. Just get a little paint on my brush. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of do like that in his cheek. that is just by adding that little touch of white to his nose and his cheeks. It just added just something else to it, you know, just kind of gave it a little more character. Now, if you're someone who is very artistic and can paint, I mean, you could put, you know, some highlights in here, make it look more like a, I don't know. I kept thinking like it needed like something, almost contour, but then again, it's not supposed to be a pumpkin. So, okay, but he's cute. Enough of me rambling. All right, I'm gonna show you how to attach the face. Okay, so I'm going to take my pipe cleaners. It's the same colors that I used on my Scarecrow hat. And all I'm gonna do is, where the tag was attached, I'm just gonna push them through those holes. The holes are already there for you. Okay. See? I'm just gonna push that through and pull it about halfway up. Okay. And now I'm gonna do the same thing. Take my pipe cleaner, I'm gonna push it through the hole back here. So the holes are already there. They were already made and attached for you. Okay. So make sure that your face is good and dry before you do this. Okay, so now come over here to the Scarecrow. Okay, so you see the hat. I'm gonna turn this around so you can see what we're doing. Okay, now the bottom bar, see the bottom bar where everything is attached to down here. I'm just gonna attach my face to this bar. So there's the front. I'm gonna turn around because this is the back of it. Kind of get it somewhat where it would be centered. So now I'm just gonna stick this one pipe cleaner up here. The one side. Okay. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit. And we're gonna adjust. Right now I just wanted to hold it in place for me. So just give that, you know, a couple of twists just to hold it there. Okay. Now I'm gonna come over on this side. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take these pipe cleaners, go to this bar right here, put it up in there, and I'm gonna give it a little twist so I can kind of see what I'm working with. Let's turn this around. It's almost perfect. I'm gonna tighten it just a little bit, shorten it some. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust mine just a little bit, make it, because I don't want to see too much face. Okay, so now I'm gonna give that some really good twists. I'm gonna undo this one. Now I'm gonna take my two pipe cleaners and I'm gonna twist them. I always twist mine like 4 or 5 times, just because you don't want to take a chance of it coming off. But okay, so that's like that. So let's turn this around and let's see the placement. That's so cute. Okay, let's see. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this back around so I can cut. So I'm gonna cut these tails off. Okay. So now once I got my good twist, I'm gonna take my wire cutters. And I'm gonna kind of cut off the excess tails. So I just cut these off. You see I still have this right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push that inside the wreath. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. I'm gonna cut right above where I stopped twisting. So right there, cut it. And then I'm gonna pinch that into the wreath. Okay. Now, let's turn this back around and let's get a good look at it. Okay, that is so cute. So like I said, you can do your face however you want. I mean, you can do ovals, triangles. Yeah, I think it's adorable though. I think it's really cute. So I'm so happy that we added a face to it. But yeah, I mean, this is beautiful. And then just adding that cute little Scarecrow just like took it up a notch. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could add some leaves. You can get some like a bundle of leaves from Dollar Tree, stick some leaves in there. You could do some raffia as its hair. You could do long ones and do like braided like pigtails or something, make a little girl. But I mean, you can do whatever you want. And several of you have already made this, and some of you have made the pumpkins, and you've tagged me on Instagram, or you sent me pictures. If you have Instagram, you can either tag me, or you can just send me things. You know, I have several of my friends on here that like we message back and forth sometimes daily, you know, and like we send each other pictures, and sometimes people don't have to see it. It can just be us two. So, you know, if you do something, I would love to see it. Like I said, you can either tag me on Instagram or just send me private pictures through Instagram. I'm gonna grab some leaves. This is just a bundle of leaves from Dollar Tree, and you can just kind of pop them off. And if you wanted, you could add just some leaves in its little hat. So see, like right here, that little, see that little thing? That just pulls off. And then you can slide these out if you want, or just cut the stem, you know? But by doing this, you can reuse it. You can pop them right back on here. So see, I mean, you could just add you a couple little leaves here and there if you wanted. These you could very easily just hot glue in. All right, see, just once again, see that little thing? I'm just gonna pull that straight off, and then I can pull that up. See, all I did was just pop some of those Dollar Tree leaves in there. Now right now mine are just sitting, so if you actually like that, all you have to do is get your hot glue gun, put just some hot glue around here, and then just stick it in wherever you want it to go, and then just kind of hold it there, and then the hot glue sticks really well to the deco mesh. So, cute. That's just another little thing. Okay, y'all, I love it. I think it is adorable. I mean, the leaves and this cute little face. So cute. I am so happy that we did this together. Okay, so that is it. I hope that you love him as much as I do. Like I said, you could add some hair, some like more of the raffia to it with like hair. You can do whatever you want to this cute little scarecrow. You can also add you like a little patch, like whatever ribbon you have. You can make it look like it's got like a couple little patches on it. But yeah, so that's it. I have several more projects coming, stuff that I've actually been working on. It's just, once again, it's the whole daggone camera angles, trying to get that stuff down. All right, so I hope that you all have an amazing, wonderful day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look how adorable he is. Oh man, I love that little face. Like I said, you can do whatever face you want, and then adding these leaves to it. I think the leaves was like a nice little touch.